This is the rectangle download for the template set. Now from this, you can make the rectangle flip and fold cards in 6 different sizes, but you've also got various options in the different ones as well. You can make your mat and layers there, you can do your flip and fold, you can do lots of different shapes, you've got lots of different sizes. So when you download this, you can keep it forever and just print out as and when you need it. From each printout, you've got various options of the kind of templates you want. Now I do advise you to go and have a look at the rest of the videos that go with this range. Every range has a different video with new techniques and ideas, etc. And you can make things like this. You've got rectangle, you've got square, you've got diamond, you've got hexagonal, octagonal, all sorts, round, everything, well, loads of different ones. Really beautiful things you can make for them. I'm only showing you basic cards. You can decorate them any way you want, but I'm just showing you lots of different ways from the basic template on what you can do. This is the rectangle template. Now, if you go for this one, I'll show you exactly what you're going to get, and then I'll give you one technique showing you how to use these. Now, you can print these onto whatever you want. Obviously, I print them straight onto paper. This one's to parchment, but you can print them straight onto card if you want, or acetate. That's the large one. That's the template that we're going to be using. Then I've got the slightly smaller one there, as you can see. Now they're designed to flip and fold, so you basically have 2 of these, and then you turn it around, you crease one of them, fold it over. I'll be showing you that in a minute, and you create that wonderful effect there. And you've got the 3rd one in size, then you're getting smaller and smaller, so you've got all these different options. You can turn them into mat and layers, you can do different templates with different apertures, etc. And there is the smallest one there. Now let me just go through what I've got here. Come back to me, Lorraine. I've just got this different set here. I just want to show you a few things. If you look at all the other videos, you'll see loads and loads of tips and advice and examples of what you can do. I just want to run through quickly, because you can always catch up with other designs and that. This one, there's this one. Now you can either print that out to card and make a template like I have here, or you can print it directly onto the card and that you're going to be using and cut that out. But in this case, I actually printed out onto a piece of paper, cut that out, put it over onto a piece of card, and then made this template for it. And I just put a pencil line here showing me where to crease. From that basic template, I actually then cut out these 2 from dark card. There you go, you can see that better. You see the dark card? I've got 1 and I've got 2. Now on the second one, where the crease is, the line is there, you just fold that, you crease it with a ruler and a blunt tool, so you get a nice indentation, and then you fold it over so you get that side. Now to make this card, that will fit on there. So if you can imagine that that fits perfectly like that, and then you've got the leg here and the leg at the base of the card here, but when you've stuck these 2 sides together, that folds over and becomes the stand of the card. So when it's stuck together, that's how it works like that, as you can see on the back. So what we're going to do first of all is just stick those 2 together. I'm just going to use some masking tape, not masking tape, double-sided tape, and just put a strip along there. Now when you're sticking it down, you can take more time than I'm doing here, obviously, and you can make a much better job of it, because I'm always doing things back to front, upside down, and anyway, but the right way when I'm working back to front, as like I am for this one. But there you go, I'm just sticking that. Sorry? Yes. Yes, your lucky bit is that Lorraine's not doing it. And the lucky bit is that this gets filmed properly. Just press the right buttons, love, you'll be fine. Take the tablets and press the right buttons, that's all I ask.
Doing my best.
Doing her best. Right, peeling the backs off here. There you go, I'm sticking this down straight away. Oh. Let's just peel that off, there you go, get rid of those. And I'm going to line this up precisely onto there. Now if I open that out, and here's the side of the card. Now if I put those 2 corners together there and there, that should be perfectly in the right place, which it is. And then stick that down, that folds over there like that, and then you end up, as I showed you before, you've got the card which will freely stand like so. Now, you can have a card like that, and then you can decorate it any way you want. And if you look at all the different options here, give you loads of different options in the other video showing you how to do this basic card fold, basic template, but using the basic template, he says one more time, repetition, you can do other things. Now, for example, there's my card, I'll just leave that there. I can take this, and what I've done, I've created my own frames. I took the main design and I got some gold card and I actually printed it onto the back. You can see these frames I've cut out. I just printed the whole of the card out with this design on. Then I took a scalpel and scissors and I cut all these layers out. I've got some here that I've already been showing. I've just got different ones. I've got some here that I've made up, which I'll show you in a minute, which I'm going to use in this demonstration. But I just want to show you, I'm not going to use all these frames, I'm only going to use 3 of them. But basically, if you print onto a piece of card, and I did gold in this case, and then just cut out, you've got all these frames you can use time and time again. And the way that I cut them out is, I like to just score, say this, I've done these all already, but if I take this one and I've scored just down there, I've just taken my scalpel and using a metal ruler, I just score down there, so that's easy to cut out. Now, I've just put my scissors in there, and I like to do, because I find if I use, for me personally, if I'm using the scalpel all the time, my fingers hurt. So if you've got problems, you know, with using the scalpel, you just do one score and use your scissors for cutting the rest out. And if you just score one edge, then you're going to have all of this usable, and you're not going to have like a ragged centre that's going to be thrown away. That would make a great sentiment section to go on your card, and there is another. Use that as a sentiment. Let's see how it goes anyway, should we? So there's my card. Got my card, and now we're going to decorate in a different way. And what I've done here, I've just taken some really nice backing paper, and I've just stuck it down. Let me just do one here. Let me just show you. Let's do this one. This is the one I'm cutting out here. So all I'm going to do with this, I'm taking the frame, and I'm going to take just some glue, and you can use masking tape or whatever glue you enjoy, what you like doing. And I'm just going, and the great thing about this, I can position that exactly where I want it, so I get the right effect coming through. I'm just going to stick that down, and then when that's stuck, it's better if I left it a little bit. I'm just framing that up slightly. I'm just making a base of a card that you can then add decoration to or do what you want. And I'm just making various frames up to go onto this basic cut and fold card. So I'm just cutting that out around the edge. You can do a better job than me, because I'm doing everything back to front as normal. You could use a scalpel and a steel ruler as well if you want to get more of a decent cut. I'm just using my scissors, going up to the edge, like so. And there you go, that's nicely framed. And that's using that template set as well. So what I've also done here, I've made some other ones. I did the second largest, I did that pattern, and then I did the fourth largest, and I did that frame, and then that's the one that you've just seen me do. So now I've got options. I'm just going to decorate this. Now, entirely up to you what you want to do, but there's my basic card. If I want, I can just use one of these. That can go on there as a frame and stick that down, and you've got the beginnings of a nice card there with some nice you've got a frame that you've used from the template set, and you've got a backing. But then you could add another frame, say like that, on a slight, put that over the top and stick that down there. Then you could put that one slightly overlapping there like that. So you've got like 2 frames, and you could put like a decoupage here and a little decoupage there. And then the little centre bit you've got left over, you could turn that into a sentiment, put a peel-off on there or a stamp and decorate it up. So there's various ways of using this. What about this other way? There's another way here. Let's have a look at this. Let's just play around and see what we can do. So that could go there. That could go on a little jaunty angle even. Doesn't have to fit exactly. How about these going down like that? So you've got them more geometric, more kind of regimented, but you've got a nice mat and layering section there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and then you could decorate that up in different ways. What about putting that in the middle and that in the middle, and maybe this little gold sentiment bit at the top? So there's various options that you can do with these. So if you want to make a card like this, all you've got to do is download the template set, and you say you get all the 6 sizes, and then you can make a card. I'm not going to stick this together because I'm not decided what I'm going to do with it, but I just want to show you how you can create frames with background paper on it, so you can make a card like this. And you can see there, you've got that card and you've got all the various options. If we can just go in a little bit closer, Lorraine, will that work? Yeah, that's fine. And then you've got another option using your rectangle, and that will stand up. It can't stand it up at the moment because it's not stuck down, but there's just one option.